Hi Magic Makers, Mombierella here. Today I'm doing the over 30 book tag.
No adventure is out there. We dare to dream big and keep moving forward till we reach it. We make every day more magical. We are the Magic Makers.
This is questions that are based off of books that I like or love and books that I'd like to read someday. Thank you Abby for tagging me in this. Check out her channel. I'll put the link below. Abi Mack Reads, and I'll have her original video link and the original one for the over 30 book tag down below. So check those out. I've got my, because of the book theme, I've got my vintage Beauty and the Beast shirt on. I love this one. I've had it for a while. So the first question is, name one of your favorite books that features a protagonist that is 30 years or older. And I chose Agatha Christie's Body in the Library.
Now that is the key to the whole business.
It's one of her Mrs. Marple books, and I just love that character because she is an elderly spinster lady who basically becomes an amateur detective, and I just love her spunk in the books. The second question is, name a book that represents you when you were younger. This was pretty easy for me because one of my absolute favorites as a kid is still on my top list, Little Women by Louisa May Alcott.
Now, Miss Amy, what is this in my pocket?
I grew up with all sisters, so I definitely connected with this, and I felt like one of those sisters. I could definitely see both my sisters as Jo and Meg. I kind of saw myself as a mix between Amy and Beth, because Beth kind of dies in the book, so I thought that was sad, and I didn't really want to necessarily be totally her. She's super sweet, and I can't say that that's me all the time, but Amy was always kind of snotty in my opinion, so I wanted to be kind of a middle ground between the two. The third question is, name a book that represents where you are in life now. This one was a little harder for me. I was kind of torn between two books, and they're kind of an unusual choice, I guess. Divergent really spoke to me in a sense because I love how it shows, you know, the different factions, and she realizes even though you're raised one way, you don't have to stay that way.
You're not quite as dauntless as you thought you were.
You're right. I'm not. I'm divergent.
And the factions kind of begin to intermingle, and they begin to see things differently, and then they see outside of, as you go through the series, they see outside of their world and their little factions, and they see how big the world is. And that's kind of how I feel now, you know, like as you get older and you have your own kids and you begin to see the world differently, I guess. And then the other thought on that one for me that represents me now is Peter and the Starcatchers, and this is one of the Disney Press books, and it's kind of it's a spin-off of Peter Pan basically, but instead of it being just solely magic based, it was kind of based off of a sci-fi kind of theme. And it was interesting to me in the sense that, you know, there's magic in the world, but sometimes it can be explained, and you know me, I love to make every day more magical somehow, but every day should be special in my opinion. So the fourth question was, name a book that represents something that has never changed about you. And again, this one was kind of tough for me, but I picked one of my classics, is Secret Garden. I always loved that one.
What's beyond there? Another garden. Where's the door?
And I love how they just, she comes from this really rough scenario and she really blooms, and then she just begins to see how everything can be special, and I love that. They take the garden and they bring it back to life, you know, and she connects with all these new friends and family. So that one I definitely can feel like that's something that would never change about me, that kind of connection to how things can be special even though you go through rough times, and the connection between friends and family. The fifth question was, name one of your favorite classics. Super easy on this one, was definitely Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. I'm a huge Jane Austen fan.
You must allow me to tell you how ardently I admire and love you.
And Pride and Prejudice is one I've read more times than I can count. I love the characters, love the storyline. Say what you will, it's always going to be one of my favorite classics, my top of the list. So The sixth one was name a book that you like or would like to read that was published the year you were born. I actually haven't read any of the ones that I saw that were published the year I was born, so I looked through and studied them. I found one called Little Big or the Fairies Parliament by John Crowley, and it received the World Fantasy Award for that year, and it was, from what I've read in the reviews, they said that it seems like it should be considered a neglected masterpiece, and that really seems like something that I would like, so I think I'm going to have to read that one. So I love this tag, and I want to tag a friend of mine, Britt's Little Bunch is her YouTube channel, and I will have her link down below in the description for her channel so you can check out her video, and hopefully I'll be able to add her link for the over 30 book tag as soon as she adds it on to the description as well. So thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Remember, let it go and keep moving forward. Have a magical day. Bye.